Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Charles the Church 3. You can call me Charles, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to be talking about a tier list video for items. And so, since a lot of items have came out since the mobile update, we have gotten choice specs, we have gotten weakness policy, and racer claw. And so, I want to talk about those today and talk a little bit about how they fit into the meta, how they interact with some champions, and like a little bit about builds for some champions here and there, and just explaining the use of like I'll be going down on each item of like the use and like where they fit in the meta and how they interact with champions. All right, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. I release educational Pokemon Unite content daily, so hit that bell notification so you don't miss an upload. And we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys, so please hit that sub button, help us out, help us grow the channel to get us to that 1,000 subscriber mark. It would help us out tremendously, and we're appreciative of every one of you guys, so thank you. All right, so let's get into the video. So we're gonna have a S tier all the way down to D tier, and so S tier is mainly gonna be for the items where these items can work on 90% of the champions, on 90% of the Pokemon, and then A tier is gonna be like, you know, just like good items in general, right? So what do I wanna do first, right? Let's see. I think the first one that we could talk about is attack rate. So I think attack rate is going to be in B tier, and the reason why I think attack rate is going to be in B tier is because when it comes to damage items, there are a lot of damage items and damage builds that you can go, and having only 3 item spots makes it really hard to put attack rate in either A tier or S tier slot. So attack rate necessarily isn't bad, but it's necessarily not good either. And the one reason why like the thing that makes it not good to be put in A or S tier is number one is the stacking, you know, having to stack it 6 times. Really, mainly the Lucario players use this item to get those mini goals that stack their attack rate 6 times, you know, with small goals here and there, you know, stack it up fast with score shield. But this, like, I just feel like this is a really niche pick, and there's a lot of items better than this on the tier list so far. So here we're be putting this in B tier. And also another thing about attack rate, right, is that this may be good in lower elos because you're able to get scores, but as you move up the ranks and when you start hitting ultra and masters, this attack rate becomes very, very hard to use because no one's going to let you get free scores off. So again, as you climb in elos, this attack rate may fall down to here. It may go from here to here, like in just within a division, right? Just from going from veteran to ultra, from ultra to master, you're gonna see the challenge, the differences in players. Okay, it's gonna give you run free money, and so it's gonna make attack rate even more useless than it already is. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it in B tier. Next, let's go with Floatstone. Floatstone, I think is honestly the worst item in the game, and I don't see any situations or scenarios where you'd be like, yeah, you know what, let's run Floatstone, guys, let's take Floatstone. You know, there's no scenarios like that. It's the 8 seconds out of combat is pretty long, pretty damn long, because at Pokemon Unite, like, you're pretty much always scrapping or always fighting or always doing something, you know, so there's not a lot of downtime to really use this item effectively and really get a lot out of it. And like I said, when we're narrowing down to only 3 item slots, you know, it becomes very hard to warrant to take a Float Stone on any champion, right? So Float Stone is just D tier. Okay. So next, let's talk about. Let's go with Aeos Cookie. Let's see. What is this? What would this be? I'm thinking just C tier, dude, or it could probably be B tier, but it's just like another item like we don't use. It's like it's just not meta. It's just not something that you're gonna be using, and it's just really not something that you're gonna be using. So it's just really hard to like put it into an item slot because of, you know, just you have items like Buddy Bearer, you have items like Focus Band, and it makes it very hard to like, you know, really put, you know, Aeos Cookie over those items. So that's why it's like C tier. I mean, I guess you could put it in B tier, but I really just think it's C tier at this point. Let's go with, for the next item, let's go with Assault Vest, and I think Assault Vest is C tier as well. You know, you have to be out of combat to get that shield. Let's see. Here's the thing. If we had a draft mode, I think Assault Vest would have been good. But right now, it's just like you're coin flipping your item here. And so the reason why I say you're coin flipping it is because we're in blind pick right now, basically, with Pokemon Unite. So meaning that we can't see the enemy team, right? So, but if we're able to see the enemy team's picks, then you're able to build against them and counter them. And so, say if they're, for whatever reason, they're picking a whole team of special attackers, well, Assault Vest moves up from C tier to A tier because their whole team is special attackers, right? But if their whole team is just regular attackers, then this item could quickly go to D tier. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, Assault Vest just really is just in C tier right now. You know, yeah. Unless we get a draft mode, and unless we can like, you know, counter pick and counter build towards a lot of champions, then for right now it's gonna stay in C tier. Next we have Buddy Barrier, which is the most broken item in the game. One of the best item, honestly the best item in the game. Being able to give yourself and low health ally a shield every time you pop your Unite move is tremendous. This item is very, very good at solo queue, very good at duos, very good at 5-mans. Like, whatever you want to do, like, this item is pretty much essential for all Pokemon. Like, I will not, like, honestly, if you're really tryharding, I would not run any builds without Buddy Barrier. Okay, that's just with any Pokemon, honestly. Like, you can try to run full damage builds and stuff like that and try to, you know, do something fun and, you know, something cheesy, right? But if you want to be consistent, if you want to climb, you're going to be wanting to use Buddy Barrier and utilize the shields, right? Because I can't tell you how many times somebody has got low health, but I pop my Buddy Barrier and it saves them because they're the lowest health ally next to me. So it's really crucial to run this. And if you're running as a 5-stack as well, it gives you guys all shields and stuff like that. It's also stacks with score shields, so it's a really good item. That's right. So that's why you see crystals with, and then like crystals with Buddy Barrier, score shield, and then they pop their ultimate. It's just the same shield where you just can't break through their shield and they just get a free 100 bomb score, right? Also works good with champions like Lucario, right, who have a built-in shield because it stacks, right? So it's pretty good. Let's see. Next we have Choice Specs. Choice Specs is the new item, is one of the new items that have been released since the mobile update. And Choice Specs is one of the I think it's honestly the best special attack item right now for special attackers. I don't think you're going to be running any other special attack item besides Choice Specs. I think this is the one to go. The base stats, you know, are really good, and once you get it maxed out to level 13, level 30, you know, it's just a really good item, and it provides a lot of damage, a lot of burst. So really what special attackers needed, and I really think this is a great item to run on any special attacker. Okay, so energy amplifier is gonna go into B tier. You know, just like it's so hard to put this item in A tier or S tier. You can't put it in S tier because not everyone can make use of this. You can't put it in A tier because there's items better than this, and B tier is just like, if you want to play it, you can you know, get more damage off your ulti, but the numbers are so bad on this. I wouldn't waste time leveling this, wouldn't waste time running it. You're just gonna lose games. You know, don't play with this item. You know, I mean, do what you want. If you really like this item, right, like, you can play it, right? You know, I'm not telling you can't, but man, why would you? Why would you? Okay, so next is XP share. So if we're talking about 5-man team and you're running XP share and everyone knows what they're doing, then yes, XP share is a great item. But if we're talking solo queue, XP share comes to like a B tier item, you know, and that's just because a lot of in solo queue everything is hectic. In solo queue everything is chaos. A lot of people don't know what they're doing, and so, you know, you'll see. I remember one time I got this Lucario running XP share, bro, and I don't know why. Like, why? So it really fucks you up. Long story short, but if it's used correctly and as it's intended, then XP share is really good, and I would say it's an A tier item. It's a very good item for sports. Next we have Focus Band. This is our second item in the S tier category. So this item is honestly really good and able to go on every champion, whether you're a special attacker, an attacker, a defender, all-rounder, or support, or speedster, you know, whatever the case you're playing, this item, you know, will save you more likely than not, you know. And the thing that I love about this item is that when you're really in a bind, or if you're just trying to push your limits a little bit further, you know, to go a little bit further to get that kill, right, this is like kind of a get out of jail free card, especially when it's max leveled. You know, the amount of health you get back when you reach low health, you get back a certain amount of low health, right? When you reach an amount of low health, you get back a certain amount of health. So it's a really good item. You can use this on any champion. I definitely be maxing out these two. If you have those super item enhancers to get your items to level 30, these are the two items that I would definitely recommend getting these to level 30. Okay. Next we have Leftovers. Leftovers is D tier. This is the beginner item. Don't use this item. There's a lot of sustain around Pokemon Unite, like in the map. You have your health pad, you have score shield, where you can score and get health back. You have berries, the recall, you have jump pad. You know, like you don't need this item. Like, this is really bad item. Don't do it. You know, don't make the trap. Don't fall for the trap like I did, where I max leveled these two items first as my first two items. Yeah. Early days of Pokemon Unite, don't do it. Okay, guys, let me save you. Let me tell you. Let me save you from wasting your tickets, your coins, or your super item enhancers. Don't invest in these, okay? Don't do it. You shouldn't even buy these. All right. Next, the third item that's going into S tier is going to be Muscle Band. Muscle Band, it gives you a little bit of attack. It gives you some attack speed, but the passive on it is why we're getting this item. You know, being able to utilize that passive pretty much with every champion. I've seen this item built on both attackers and both special attackers. I've seen it built on supports. I build it on supports sometimes. I've seen it built on defenders, you know, so this item is legit. This is the if I had 3 item enhancers, I would use my 3 item enhancers on these 3 items, guys. These are the 3 items that you want to be using your item enhancers, your super item enhancers on. Getting these to max level 30, because if you let's say down the road you decide to change your main or whatever, or you decide to play a different champion, and you don't necessarily have, say if you want to play support, right? Like let's just say Eldegoss, or let's say Wigglytuff, right? And you don't have an EXP share item, or you don't have choice specs level 2, you know, a desired level, like let's say 20 at least, right? If you don't even have that to level 20, or if you don't even have the item to begin with, well, then Muscle Band is not a bad item for your 3rd item, you know, just until you get these items leveled. So it's a pretty cool item to have, and it's you know, it's not gonna hurt you, and it's, yeah, pretty good item that could work with every champion. So no need to say there. Let's move on. So now we have a, let's see, Razor Claw. So Razor Claw is, I can't put this in S tier item because, you know, you can't build this with every champion, but the amount of crit that it gives you, the attack damage that it gives you, the slow for melee characters like Zora, really love this item. It's a really good A tier item. If you have these already upgraded, these 3 items, then, and if you're playing a lot of attackers, let's say like Cinderace or Zora, you know, this is gonna be the next best item. If you are playing a lot of attackers, Razor Claw is going to be very good to max out level 30. Not much to say about it. Like Razor Claw was the 2nd item, was another item to be released in the Pokemon mobile update, and it has been a joy using this item ever since it came out. So if you guys haven't used it yet, I highly recommend you do. Really recommend you give this item a chance, and just, you know, feels really good. Feels good. All right, let's go with next. Rocky Helmet. Don't use this item. Very bad stats. Not good. You know, you don't want to use this item. It's not going to be a favorite for you. It's a race to gold. Race the tickets to upgrade it. Not much to say there. Next, moving on, Scope Lens, another very good crit item. And like I said, I can't really put this item into the S tier because not every Pokemon is able to utilize the full benefits of Scope Lens compared to like the full benefits of Muscle Band, Focus Band, or Buddy Barrier. So great A tier item though. Very great A tier item. Very great item to max out, you know, if you want, you know. So, you know, you can always keep that in mind. And this is also a great full damage build here. Like I see a lot of people, like they could I seen a lot of people at Masters play, they would play like Focus Band with Razor Claw and Scope Lens on Zora or Absol, right? And you just get a ton of burst damage, so it's crazy, right? Or they just do Buddy Barrier with these 2 items, and it's just insane, you know, the amount of damage that you're able to put out. So, you know, those are pretty fun to play with. So yeah, let's move on to the next item. And let's go with Shell Bell here. I think Shell Bell is going to be a B tier item. The only real reason is to pick this item is if you have really long cooldowns, because it provides with CDR. But the amount of CDR that it gives you is very low to begin with, and a lot of Pokemon don't really have very long cooldowns to really be complaining and griping about. You can use Shell Bell if you really want to, but I'd highly recommend using a different item on this list besides Shell Bell. And it's just sad right now for special attackers. They're not really caught up to like where attackers are, and in terms of items, like there's a lot more attacker items that feel really good on attackers rather than special attackers where they pretty much only have choice specs. Yeah, I'm looking at the items. They pretty much only have choice specs. It's like the really good, you know, special attacker item where it feels good on them. So yeah, just I'd rather run if I'm running like a special attack character, you know, like let's say Venusaur, right? I'll just run Buddy Bearer, Focus Band, and special attack, choice specs, right? You know, but even then, I seen people run Muscle Band on Venusaur, so you know, like even still, people are, you know, what I'm saying, like even still, sometimes Muscle Band just comes through. I think it's all over preference, but yeah, it's definitely B tier. You know, these items are. This item alone outweighs these two special attack items, you know, so yeah, don't want to do that. Next we have special attack classes. I forgot these are called, but yeah, man, don't use this. This is the same thing as attack rate. This is just for special attackers though. It stacks up to 6 times. You get damage and everything, and oh man, the scaling for special attackers is just not great right now, like I said. So you know, you don't want to get anything that stacks up to 6 times, because like I said earlier, once you move up to the ranks, you're not it's gonna be really hard for you to get those scores and stack it up to 6 times, where it's better to just have a, you know, the choice specs, you know, and just to get the damage right off the bat, right? All right. So next we're gonna have weakness policy. Weakness policy was the 3rd item to come out into the mobile update, and I'm gonna leave weakness policy like C tier. Not really good. It's like a little bit better than Rocket Helm. You take damage, you deal damage back. At the beginning, I thought it was hype. I thought maybe we can use this on some pretty good builds, like some tanky builds, and use it as like a Thornnail in like League of Legends, but it's just not like that. The numbers aren't really that great, and like I said, when it comes down to only 3 item slots, and maybe right, if we had more item slots, maybe this would be better, right? Because then, you know, we're not having to choose over the other, one or the other, right? But the case is it is what it is. We have 3 item slots. I'm not wasting an item slot on this, and I do not want you to waste an item slot on weakness policy when you can have like just Buddy Bear, Focus Band, and Muscle Band as a core build, or choice specs, or Razor Claw, or Scorpions, you know. So yeah. Next we have Rise Glasses. Rise Glasses is gonna be a B tier. Gives you percentage of scaling. Not a good item. You know, choice specs is gonna be better than this item as well. So there's no reason to like get this item as well and to level it up, because you just have choice specs. I just don't see a reason for it. If you already have it leveled and you haven't leveled choice specs yet, then maybe you can use it, right? But if that's the case, right, if you have this one leveled and not this one, then you can run Muscle Band, you know, like there has to be, like, I don't really see place where you'd run this item, because the other items are just so far more superior, where they just blow them out of the water, where it's just not really a debate on like why to use them, you know. And then last but not least is Score Shield, one of my favorite items, and one of the items that I've been seeing a lot of people play recently is Score Shield. And I can't put this item in S tier because not everyone, like, you know, wants to utilize this item like a Cramorant, right? Like, we're not putting Score Shield on Cramorant, so you know it can't be S tier, but it is a really good A tier item. I think you know, just getting those small scores, getting the HP, you having that shield, and like we said, having the shield stack. So the shield's like Buddy Bearer, the Lucario shield when he gets low, or a Crustle shield. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really good item. Really good to score in late game. You know, the shield's a lot thicker, especially if you have it maxed out. um and you know, coming to the end here, since we ended up sorting out all these items, I just want to say, like, if you're going in terms of like what items should I upgrade, okay, so I see this on a lot of tier lists, is like people just tell you the tier list, and I feel like they don't tell you like what item you should upgrade in which order, or like what item you should, you know, like really lean to, right? Like depending on the characters that you play, right? So let me just break this down for you, right? So if you have 3 item enhancers, 3 super item enhancers, I would always recommend you super item enhance Buddy Bearer, Focus Band, and Muscle Band. You get a lot of value out of these 3 items because you can put them on 95% of Pokemon, almost like 99% of Pokemon. So you get a lot of value out of these Pokemon, out of these items, because you can play them on any Pokemon. Okay, so the next is, well, if you already have these upgraded, what do you upgrade next? And so what do you upgrade next is, well, if you're support, I would be upgrading this. And so now you're replacing Muscle Band. So now you're going to be replacing the Muscle Band. So now your build would look something like this: Buddy Bearer, Focus Band, you know, EXP share if you're a support. Like it's a pretty standard build. If you're a special attacker, let's say a Venusaur, let's say a Cramorant or something like that, right? Even like a Wigglytuff, if you just want some more damage, and you know, special attack, Choice Specs is gonna be good, really good to boost your special attack. So this will be another great 4th item to upgrade to level 30. Now, if you're attackers, if you're playing jungle, or like if you're playing jungle, if you're playing top, you're playing like an attacker all-rounder type of character, like maybe Cinderace or Lucario, or if you play Zora, right? These items, these 2 items would be very, very good. I would say this item is more for like maybe Lucario's, maybe for like Zora, maybe for like for defenders, right? Like Snorlax's, right? So Score Shield is like, I feel like it's really good for like scrappy champions or booster type champions, or like defender type champions like Blastoise, Mamoswine, Snorlax. Score Shield's gonna be very, very good. Lucario, right? But if you're playing more of like Ninja, Cinderace, then you can lean towards more of like these 2 items. And yeah, so hopefully that, you know, gives you some sort of insight of like how to spend your coins, and how to really like upgrade your items, right, appropriately, because we only get 3 super item enhancers. So I really hate to see you guys waste them on something like, let's say, Aeos Cookie or Attack Ray, right? So I really would hate to see that. So if you guys have any questions, sorry to keep this video like dragging, but if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I'm just gonna swap these around so people like don't know like what's going on, and so like someone who just can't like come to the end here, right, to get it, to get the information. Guys, need any help, let me know down in the comments below. Follow me on Trovo, a live stream on Trovo now, trovo.live/CharlesTheCharge3. You catch me there, and you'll be able to ask me questions about builds, ask me questions on items, what items max, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever you need help on. I'm here. Like I'm still a new YouTuber, still a new streamer, so I'm growing. You know, we're growing our YouTube channel. Coming up to 1,000 subs. We're at 9 something, right? Like 920. So we're getting there, right? So hopefully you guys can help us out, you know, get to that 1,000 mark. And yeah, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Check me out on Trovo. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace out, and I'll see you on the Rift. Peace.